Well, I never had a pair of shoes that weren't all hand-me-downs, and Daddy's morning coffee came from old leftover grounds. My mama wore no jewelry or any store-bought stuff, and home was on a hillside 40 miles from Poplar, Bluff. 40 miles back in Missouri, there's a different way of life, where a man thinks of his neighbor and not his neighbor's wife. While life was far from fancy and sometimes mighty rough, but contentment made it worth it, 40 miles from Poplar Bluff. While our only family treasure was a beat-up radio, but it took us to the places where we knew we'd never go. We never had much money, but we always had enough, 'cause money never mattered much. 40 miles from Poplar Bluff. 40 miles back in Missouri, there's a different way of life, where a man thinks of his neighbor and not his neighbor's wife. While life was far from fancy and sometimes mighty rough, but contentment made it worth it, 40 miles from Poplar Bluff. While nearly every winter, when the snow was on the ground and the roads would all be closed and we couldn't get to town, well, if Daddy had his tobacco and Grandma had her snuff, then the winters never seemed so long. 40 miles from Poplar Bluff. 40 miles back in Missouri, there's a different way of life, where a man thinks of his neighbor and not his neighbor's wife. While life was far from fancy and sometimes mighty rough, but contentment made it worth it, 40 miles from Poplar Bluff. 40 miles from Poplar Bluff.